ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. There's a very famous festival, Panihati Chidadahi festival. A huge festival that took place at Panihati. One of our Goswamis, Raghunath Das Goswami, he throws this party. And all the Vaishnavas, they all were fed with chida and dahi. Chida is chipped rice and dahi is curd. And obviously there was condensed milk and the recipe Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami gives how to make chida dahi. And everyone was fed. And during that time, when Lord Nityananda was sitting with all the associates, there were thousands of people. It is described that Nityananda Prabhu and his associates, they were sitting under the tree. And then there were other people below the platform. And a lot of other people. And there was shortage of space. And when there was shortage of space, people were standing inside the waters, in the waters of Ganga. And they were having 2 pots. And they're all ready for the order from Nityananda Prabhu. Eat. So during that time, a great personality comes. His name is Raghunath Pandit. Now for your information, Lord Chaitanya, who is Sri Krishna himself, he would appear at 4 places. Even when he was not physically there in these 4 places, he would appear there to reciprocate with his devotees. Because Lord Chaitanya shifted to Jagannath Puri for his later pastimes after sannyas. So for these 4 devotees, Lord would appear personally to reciprocate with them. The first devotee is Mother Sachi Mata. So whenever Sachi Mata would cook and she would offer, so at that time, personally Lord Chaitanya would come and eat. Second personality is Nityananda Prabhu. Whenever Nityananda Prabhu would dance, Lord Chaitanya would appear there just to witness that dance, that beautiful dance. Third personality is Srivas Pandit or Srivas Thakur. Whenever congregational chanting would take place in the house of Srivas Thakur, at that time Lord Chaitanya would personally appear there to dance in ecstasy in that beautiful congregational chanting. And the fourth personality is Raghunath Pandit. Whenever Raghunath Pandit would cook and offer to the Lord, at that time Lord would personally appear there. Can you imagine you cooking for the Lord and Lord personally appears and he's eating in front of you and you're able to see that? My God, that's like amazing. And Raghunath Pandit had so much of confidence कि मैंने बनाया है, Lord will come and eat. So this particular day he offered, he had put asan for Nityananda Prabhu, for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the plates are made and kept. But the plates are still there as it is. I think for us, when we keep the plates in the altar, and if it is finished, we'll have pain in the heart. What will we eat? But here this devotee Raghunath Pandit has pain in his heart that why these plates are still intact. ये अब तक आए क्यों नहीं Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Then Raghunath Pandit heard that Nityananda Prabhu is present there in a big festival, Panihati Chidadahi festival. So Raghunath Pandit from his house, he went there and he's telling Nityananda Prabhu, oh, you're sitting here and eating? Therefore I was wondering why the plates are still intact, why it's not yet accepted. Oh Lord, please come. Please come and accept my offerings. And Nityananda Prabhu said, that now I'm going to have my meals here, my bhoga here. Evening I'll come to your place. And Raghunath Pandit was happy. See, when you advance in bhakti, these are the levels of reciprocation that a devotee will get, where Lord is personally coming and reciprocating, personally. If we at all get this opportunity to serve the Lord like this, and Lord is personally reciprocating in these ways, in these miraculous ways, in these transcendental ways, do you think ever that you'll be interested in any of the activities of the material world? Will we be attracted to any sinful activities of this material world? Only because we're lacking that devotion in our heart, and we're not able to attract Lord's inconceivable mercy in our life. Therefore, we are busy doing sense gratification. So, aisa reciprocation, who would want to do anything else? Just imagine Lord comes in your dream and the Lord tells you, "Kal ye banana mere liye. Please cook for me this particular item." And say that day is Nirjala Ekadashi. Now, even when I am fasting, even from water, since Lord has appeared and told me to cook something, I will cook for sure. So what is needed is intense devotion in the heart. And that intense devotion, with great sincerity, that I want to attain Krishna. I want to serve Krishna for His pleasure. That intense mood, that attracts Lord's mercy. And it's just a matter of time and Lord will reciprocate with us the way the Lord is reciprocating with these great personalities. So Raghunath Pandit, when he asked the Lord that you please come, and Lord agreed. So Lord gave him 2 pots. You sit, you also have. And there in the meditation, Nityananda Prabhu, he pulled Lord Chaitanya from Jagannath Puri to Panihati, that particular place. And these 2 transcendental personalities, they were going around the entire place. And Nityananda Prabhu is taking a morsel of chipped rice and pushing it into the mouth of Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya is taking the morsel of rice, pushing it into the mouth of Nityananda Prabhu. No one is able to understand what is Nityananda Prabhu doing, because no one was able to see Lord Chaitanya, except for very few divine personalities there. And then both of them, they sat and they had their pots ready. And both of them, they started accepting the beautiful offering of Chida Dahi. And at that time, Nityananda Prabhu said that all of you can now start having, but chant Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Hari Hari. Chant Hari Hari and then accept Chida Dahi. So in this way, this entire festival, it was very wonderfully executed by the manager, Raghunath Das Goswami. So he was the one who arranged everything very nicely. And all the devotees, they participated very nicely. And Nityananda Prabhu was very, very satisfied with the entire festival. So in the daytime, Nityananda Prabhu rested. And evening time, he went to the house of Raghunath Pandit. Now see, this Raghunath Pandit is not an ordinary personality. Very, very special personality. Chaitanya Charitamrita describes that what's the speciality of Raghunath Pandit? Raghava Thakurera Prasada Amritera Sara Mahaprabhu Jaha Khaite Aise Bar Bar. The prasad was so nectarian, which was cooked by Raghunath Pandit, that Lord Chaitanya will be pulled to that place again and again, bar bar. Paka kari Raghava jabe bhoga lagaya Mahaprabhur lagi bhoga prithak badaya. So it is said that whenever Raghunath Pandit would cook, he would obviously keep the plate ready for the deities, but he'll have a separate plate for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what would happen? Pratidina Mahaprabhu karena bhojana madhye madhye prabhu tare dena darshana. So Lord would come there personally to accept his offering. But sometimes Lord would give him darshan that yes, he is eating. And also it is described, Dui bhaira raghavani pariveshe jatana kari khao jaya na rahe avasheshe. And this personality, the prasad, the bhoga that he would cook was so tasty, so nectarian, that Gauranga and Nityananda, They would personally come and they would finish the entire plate. No remnants left. I don't know if that's a good news or a bad news for a devotee. But Raghunath Pandit was all happy, all happy. And what is so special? Why is it that his preparations were so nectarian? Secret kya tha uska? And Chaitanya Charitamrita describes, Katopahara hena nahi jani Raghavera ghare randhe Radha Thakurani. So who was personally cooking? Srimati Radharani was personally cooking there. And therefore that prasad, that bhoga was so nectarian. Actually, one of the greatest service that a devotee can do to other devotees is cook nice prasad. Cook nice bhoga with a lot of love and devotion for the Lord. Offer it with love and devotion to the deities and then serve all the devotees. That's an amazing service. And this mood has to be there. Anyone who enters the kitchen to cook, the mood is this, that I'm assisting Radha Thakurani. I'm assisting Srimati Radharani. Very, very important. Because if we at all want to please Vaishnavas, if we want to help them to advance in bhakti, obviously we can always help them by counseling them, by assisting them in their various services. But one thing that they're not going to miss is prasad. Except for Nirjala Ekadashi. But otherwise, for sure, every day the devotees are going to have prasad. So if we can cook with love and devotion, if we can offer it to the Lord with love and devotion, and then serve with a lot of affection to all the devotees, each and every devotee, he puts even one morsel in the mouth, will be nourished spiritually. Therefore, cooking for Vaishnavas with love and devotion and affection is very, very important. And there are personalities like Janava Mata, who is consort of Nityananda Prabhu. She had this wonderful quality where she would cook with love and devotion and she would offer it to the Lord and she would serve all the Vaishnavas and she would be the last person to accept prasad. Last person, after serving everyone. That's how she was called as mother of all the Vaishnavas at that time. So wonderful. So now this particular day, when Nityananda Prabhu came in the evening, let us describe, Nityananda Prabhu came and he started dancing in ecstasy. Now see, we cannot actually imagine what it means to see the dance of Nityananda Prabhu. Because max to max we know is jumping like monkeys, which all of us do. But what it means to gracefully dance, we have to see from Nityananda Prabhu. And Nityananda Prabhu's dance was so very attractive. That all attractive personality, Lord Krishna, as Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he would personally come to witness that dance. And here when Nityananda Prabhu was dancing, he could see that Lord Chaitanya has also come. He was able to see Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya is seeing Lord Nityananda Prabhu's dance. But no one else is able to see this wonderful reciprocation. But one personality was able to see, and he is Raghunath Pandit. Raghunath Pandit saw, Nityananda Prabhu, hey, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, both have come. And looking at that, both Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda were invited by Raghunath Pandit. Please come and have the bhoga. Because we accept prasad, for them it's the bhoga offering. But in general, when devotees speak, they offer prasad also to the Lord. Yes. I offered prasad to the Lord. We offer bhoga to the Lord and we accept prasad. Yes. So both of them, they came to that place. Lord Nityananda Prabhu sat, which all the devotees saw. And Lord Nityananda Prabhu said, put a asan here on my right side. And no one understood for what. And at that time, Lord Nityananda Prabhu invited Lord Chaitanya to please sit. So like that, Nityananda Prabhu, invisible personality, and all the Vaishnavas. So this was the entire setup where devotees are going to accept prasad now. Now, what was cooked is described here very wonderfully by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. I don't know if you've noticed, whenever there's a description that comes about prasad, so at that time Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he describes it very elaborately, what all things were made. Nana prakara pitha, payasa, divya, shalayana, Amrita nindaye aiche vividha vyanjana. Varieties of cakes were there. Then payasa, sweet rice was there. See, we are talking about devotees in Gauda Desh, Bengal. So there, always you'll find this description. Fine cooked rice. Agar wo hai to sab hai. It's fine cooked rice. And it's described that surpassed the taste of nectar. Amrita nindai. And also, vividha vyanjana. There were varieties of vegetables. So this is a speciality that we will see, that very wonderfully these devotees in Bengal, they will cook vegetables. And there will be rice, mountain of rice, and around that there will be vegetables. Chapati, paratha and all is okay. That's secondary. And this is what is the main dish. And also it is described. Sugandhi sundara prasad. Madhu jera sara doi bhai taha khaya santosha apar. It was very aromatic. Are you able to smell it? It was very aromatic. It was very pleasing to see also. And at that time, these two transcendental brothers, they started accepting prasad. So see how the entire prasad serving took place. First, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was served, and then Nityananda Prabhu was served. And all the other Vaishnavas were also served prasad. In this way, all of them, they started taking prasad. So some devotees, they invited Raghunath Das Goswami, because even Raghunath was present there. They said, hey Raghunath, come, you also sit. Bhojane vasite Raghunathe kahe sarva jana Pandita kahe iha pache karibe bhojan. So Raghav Pandit said, no, he'll not sit now. He'll sit later. ऐसे नहीं था कि कुछ extra service था तो उसको बाद में प्रसाद देंगे. There was something special which Raghav Pandit wanted to give to Raghunath. Bhaktagana akhanta bhariya karila bhojana hari dhvani kari uthi kaila achamana. So all the devotees they took prasad. Till what level they took prasad? Everyone knows that. Yes, till the brim. So here special the line is akanta bharila. So till the rim they filled prasad. But don't try this today. They filled. And then after that, chanting the holy names of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. They all stood up, they washed their hands, they washed their mouths. And after that, the two brothers also did the same. And Raghav Pandit, Raghava Ani Paraila Malya Chandana. He got flower garlands, he got sandalwood paste, he put it across the neck of Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he applied chandan to all of them. And then it is described, Bida khao yaile, Kaila charana vandana, Bhakta gane dila bida, Malya chandana. So only this we cannot accept. Only lordships can accept and their close associates can accept. What is that? Raghav Pandit, he offered them betel nuts and worshipped the lotus feet of the Lord. He also distributed betel nuts and flower garland and sandalwood pulp to devotees. So if someone gives us that, what we will do? Bida. And tambul also we say in some places. In some places there's a pan. So basically we don't accept. We say that I don't have adhikar to accept this. So sometimes when you go to Braj, in different temples they'll offer pro prasad. I don't have the adhikar to accept. Yes. So better we don't accept. Then it is said, Raghavera kripa Raghunathero pare dui bhaira avashishta patra dilatare. So why Raghav Pandit said don't eat now? Because he wanted to give something special to Raghunath Das Goswami. And what was that special? The remnants from the plate of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda. Those plates were given to Raghunath Das Goswami. And Raghunath Das Goswami was so happy. So happy. Khaila Chaitanya Gosai. Kariya chena bhojana. Tara shesha paile tomar. Khandila bandhana. So Raghav Pandit, he said, this is remnants of Lord Chaitanya. You accept these remnants. And what will happen? Soon you will be released from the bondage of this material existence. And that's a fact. If it's a properly cooked bhoga with love and devotion, if it is offered with love and devotion to the Lord, that prasad has the power to break the shackles of birth and death. कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं, बस प्रसाद खाओ, बस खत्म. But who cooks matters. Who offers, that also matters. And who eats, it doesn't matter. Because if it's cooked with love and devotion, when it is actually Krishna Prasad, and when we feed Vaishnava, when we feed even newcomers for that matter, in a very, very short time they'll become devotees. And the testimony for this is Srila Prabhupada's own personal example. How Prabhupada cooked and fed so many hippies at that time, and how in a very short time they gave up all the sinful activities and took up to devotional service so intensely. You can imagine Prabhupada personally cooking, Prabhupada personally offering to Panchatattva, and Prabhupada personally serving the Vaishnavas or serving the newcomers. Therefore, here it is very beautifully said that how Raghunath Pandit gave the remnants of Lord Chaitanya to Raghunath Goswami, and he said that you will be released from the bondage of your family. Therefore, one thing that we need to understand is devotees are our savior. If we are in touch with nice, mature devotees, we are seeking guidance from them. This is what will take place, because at every step they'll guide us. And actually, in spiritual life, at every step we need guidance. Without that, how will we advance in bhakti? Just imagine at that time, Raghunath Pandit said, Raghunath, baad mein lo prasad. And Raghunath, nahi, main abhi lunga. And he sits there. He would miss this particular thing. So Raghunath Pandit had a plan. As a senior devotee, he had a plan. And he executed that plan. And Raghunath Das Goswami cooperated with that plan. Therefore, this is a very wonderful thing to note. Firstly, we should be fortunate enough to have guidance from such devotees who are mature enough to help us to advance towards Krishna. And second is our cooperation towards their bona fide instructions. I'm saying bona fide because the word bona fide is very important. If the instructions are bona fide, then we'll advance. And what do you mean by bona fide? It should be in realm of Krishna consciousness, not outside that. So as we advance in bhakti, we should be able to understand which is a bona fide instruction and which is not. Then we'll be able to advance very nicely. So now it was described about the Lord. Specifically in Chaitanya Charitamrita, you'll find that in between the pastimes, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami will push 2-3 verses of philosophy and he'll establish Siddhanta. Here he says, Bhakta chitte bhakta ghare sada avasthana Kabo Gupta, Kabo Vyakta, Swatantra Bhagavan. The Lord is present in the hearts of Vaishnavas. Tumara Hriday Govinda Vishram. The Lord resides in the hearts of Vaishnavas. Bhakta Grihe, or Lord resides in the homes of Vaishnavas. Kabo Gupta, sometimes he is hidden, he will not manifest himself. Kabo Vyakta, sometimes he manifests himself. And if someone asks, ये ऐसे क्यों करते भगवान कबू गुप्त कबू व्यक्त and the answer is स्वतंत्र भगवान. He will decide when to manifest and he will decide when to hide himself. Swatantra Bhagavan. I had given a class called the Transcendental Autocrat. Yes. So there I described about this, that how you cannot ask this question to Lord, why you're doing this now. Lord, I am Transcendental Autocrat. And then here it is said, Sarvatra Vyapaka Prabhura Sada Sarvatra Vasa Ihate Samshaya Jara Sei Jaya Nasha. So here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, anyone who doubts that Lord is present everywhere, he is saying, Jaya Nasha, that person will be annihilated. And many times Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, in one of the discussion where Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu, they are having nice transcendental arguments. So at that time, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, if you take sides of any one of them, you will be destroyed. Here also he is saying, anyone who doubts that Lord is present everywhere, that person will be annihilated. So what happened after that? What happened after this entire festival? Morning it was Panihati festival, evening it was festival at the house of Raghunath Pandit. And next day morning, Raghunath Das Goswami had some things to share or to express to Nityananda Prabhu. Actually, this is the main topic for today's class. We see all of us as Vaishnavas, we need to understand. Vaishnava is a too heavy word. All of us as sadhakas, practicing devotees, we need to understand how to offer prayers. Because if we don't understand how to offer prayers, we'll never be able to connect with the Supreme Lord. Because what is that connecting factor between us and the Lord is our prayers. So one is mechanically offering prayers, and second is heartfelt offering of prayers. So if you can learn the art of offering heartfelt prayers, you'll see that devotee will be always nourished from within, and he'll have the power to nourish others also. So what were the prayers that Raghunath offered to Lord Nityananda Prabhu? It's very, very amazing section to see. Prate Nityananda Prabhu Ganga Snana Karya Sei Vriksha Mule Vasila Nijagana Laya. So early morning, Nityananda Prabhu took bath. He came to the same tree where Panihati, Chidadai festival was celebrated. He sat there. At that time, Raghunath Asi Kaila Charana Vandana Raghunath Pandit Dwara Kaila Nivedana. Raghunath Das Goswami came there. He offered dandavats to Nityananda Prabhu. And then through Raghunath Pandit, he expressed his heartfelt, intense desires. What were those? What is Raghunath Das Goswami portraying himself as? What does Raghunath Das Goswami feels about himself? And what is this personality hankering for is expressed now very beautifully. Raghunath Das Goswami, he is offering his heart at the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu. He is expressing his current position. And he says, Adhama Pamaramoi Hina Jiva Dhama Mora Ichha Hai Paya Chaitanya Charana. This is the first thing that Raghunath Das Goswami is saying. I am Adhama. Now that personality who satisfied all the Vaishnavas, he is calling himself as Adhama. That I am the lowest of men. Adhama. Pamara, I am most sinful. Hina, I am fallen. Jivadhama, I am condemned. This is my situation, O Nityananda Prabhu, this is my situation. Whenever I read the shloka or chant the shloka, I always feel, तो भी फिर हम लोग अपने आप को क्या बोले फिर? If Raghunath Das Goswami was personally served, all the personalities there, all the Vaishnavas, including Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Lord, he has satisfied all of them to an extent that he received the remnants of Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya. And he is saying that he is Adhama, that is lowest among men, Pamara, sinful, Hina, fallen, and Jivadhama, condemned, untouchable. Then what are we supposed to call ourselves as? Therefore, more we read about these personalities, more we realize, oh, मतलब मैं तो कुछ भी नहीं कर रहा हूँ. If they are calling themselves like this, then where do I stand in the realm of Krishna consciousness? Where do I stand? Therefore, it is described, more you associate with personalities like Raghunath Das Goswami, by reading their charita, by reading their life sketch, then we also develop these amazing qualities. See, finally our life is meant for transformation. And more you associate with such personalities who are fully transformed, who have this treasure of love of Godhead, then we'll also be able to transform. So this is the first line that he says, that this is what is my fallen condition. क्योंकि मैं भक्ति नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. I'm spending a lot of time doing the material activities. I'm not able to serve Lord Chaitanya. I tried many times to go to Lord Chaitanya, but I'm not able to go. So therefore, this is my condition. And then he says, Morai Chahai Paya Chaitanya Charana. So someone says, I'm very fallen, I'm very fallen. There are two things. One is either he's depressed, because people who are depressed and having inferiority complex, they will also say, I'm fallen, मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता, I'm good for nothing. Or second is, he's actually humble. And the sign of humility is, you know your current position, that how fallen you are. But along with that, you have an intense desire. A desire to attain something higher. And here he says, Mora Ichha Hai. I have an intense desire. What is that intense desire? Paya Chaitanya Charana. I want to attain lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. So now here you see there is a potential difference. His current position is that of he's saying that I'm very lowest and I'm very fallen. But his desire to attain something is very high. I want to attain Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet. So this difference helps the devotee to offer intense prayers. If this difference is not there, if we don't realize our fallen situation, and if we don't have an intense desire to attain the Lord, we cannot offer prayer. It's not possible. Very difficult. Okay, I am fallen. And it's okay even if I don't attain Krishna. If that is the mood, and if you go in front of the Lord, what prayers you'll offer? How will I ever offer any heartfelt prayers? But a person who is understanding that he is fallen and he knows that I want to attain Krishna Prem and it's very, very high. And this life, I don't think I'll be able to attain. So at that time, when he has that intense desire to attain the Lord and he knows he cannot attain the Lord by himself, then he'll be able to offer heartfelt prayers with the tears coming from his eyes saying, Oh Lord, only you can help me. Mera to kuch nahi ho sakta. I cannot do anything. And that's a fact, isn't it? Some devotees yesterday, they were telling me that Puji, Harinam nahi nikal raha hai muh se. Nirjal fasting, so no, Harinam nahi nikal raha hai muh se. So I was just thinking at the time of death, when everything is choked, so at that time, we are expected to remember Krishna. So therefore, when we understand our incapability to attain the Lord, and Lord's supreme position, how difficult it is to attain the Lord, then we can offer intense prayers. Then we'll be able to feel that, okay, I should pray to the Lord. Without His mercy, kuch nahi ho sakta, and things like that. And here we see very beautifully Raghunath Das Goswami. Because Raghunath Das Goswami, he has tried many times to go to Lord Chaitanya. But he is always unsuccessful. And therefore he is able to offer this prayer. But our problem is, we have not tried. We are not very keen of going to the Lord and praying to Him that I want to attain you, engage me in your service. So for us it becomes difficult to connect. What is Raghunath Das Goswami saying? Why is he feeling like this? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes in a song, Aneka jatana hoilo bifala ekhana bharasa tumhi. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying that, O Lord, Aneka jatana, I tried many, many ways, I endeavored in many, many ways. Hoilo bifala, but all that is in vain. Ekhana bharasa tumhi, only you are my hope now, please help me. This is what happens during chanting. You try so many different ways. You sit and chant and you try to hear and you shake your head also, where Shikha also shakes. Yes. And you shake your body. Then you stand up and you try to chant. You walk and you try to chant. You wash your face and you sit and you try to chant. And at times nothing works. And sometimes just looking at Tulsi Maharani and chanting, it's so much focused and we are able to hear the holy name. So therefore, when you're trying a number of things and trying to advance in bhakti and when nothing works and we know nothing is working, at that time we can tell the Lord that Aneka jatana hoilo bifala, I tried my best, nothing is working. Ekhana bharasa tumi, you are my only hope, please help me. Please help me. I was hearing one hypothetical story that a devotee reaches the doors of Goloka Vrindavan. Till Vaikuntha bolte hain, at the doors of Vaikuntha. Like the four Kumaras reached. And Jai and Vijay were standing there. And we have reached, we don't have power to curse Jai Vijay. So now Jai and Vijay are asking that, what have you done? You people have to tell me. Okay. So say Jai and Vijay is asking you, what have you done by which we can say that you're qualified to enter these gates of Vaikuntha. And you're supposed to list down. And Jai Vijay are going to give you points. And only if it's 100 points, then you'll be able to enter. So I'll play the role of Jai Vijay and you people have to play the role of yourself. And tell what are those activities that you have done for which you should be allowed inside Vaikuntha. Boli? You can list down your sadhana. You completed first canto Bhagavatam. Yes, 1 point. Oh, you fasted from Nirshala Ekadashi, 0.5. Okay, total 1.5. Huh? Oh, 0 points. Okay. And someone says, I chanted 16 rounds every day for those many years. And Joy Vijay, sab pata hai kaise chant kiya, sab pata. Since you chanted consistently, sincerely, struggling, 2 points, le lo. And I followed regulative principles. In the age of Kali Yuga, following regulative principles is very difficult. Yes, another 2 points. Took only prasadam. Without any compromise, took only prasadam. Yes, that's very important. And for this, you get another 3 points. We were in association of devotees. Did you please those devotees or no? Jai Vijay knows. Therefore, sir, pleasing, displeasing, sab mila ke 1 point. Bacha kya hari bol? Huh? Okay, I preached. And since I had the mood that I am preaching, 1 point more. क्या बचा और? Huh? Oh, book distribution. Yes, very pleasing. Chalo, 10 points. Attended Mangalarti in hallucination. Yes, another 1 point for that. Now just imagine after listing down everything and the points are not coming to 50, what will the devotee say? And Jai Vijay asking, bata aur kya kiya? And finally the devotee would say, abhi to keval Bhagwan hi bacha sakte hain mujhe. And Jai Vijay, yes, 100 points, come inside. Actually, that's a fact that whatever sadhana we are doing, we know what we do. If someone is supposed to grade us for that, I don't think we'll pass. But if someone has dependence on the Lord the way Raghunath Goswami is showing in his life, that dependence is going to help us to attain the great success in the journey of Krishna consciousness. See the mood of Raghunath Goswami, very beautiful. He tells in the next verse. Again, he's telling his own position. And he's talking about the position or the goal that he wants to attain. Vamanahaya jena chanda dhari bhare chaya aneka jatana kaino tate kabhu siddhanaya. I'm like a dwarf. Batu, dwarf. And you're like that moon. And I'm trying my best to catch that moon. But I'm not able to catch the moon. Even if the person is 6 feet high, will he be able to catch the moon? He goes to the terrace and he jumps. How many ever times he's jumping, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. And Raghunath Goswami is saying, this is what is my situation. This is what is my situation. I am a dwarf and I'm jumping to catch the moon. Gaurachandra. But every time I have been unsuccessful. Every time I've been unsuccessful. And then he says, Jatabara palay ami grihadi chadiya pita mata dui more rakhai bandhiya. Every time I tried going away, somehow or the other, all my relatives tied me up at one place. They didn't allow me. Raghunath Goswami, he had such a intense desire to attain the Lord. बार-बार घर छोड़ के भागते थे. Again and again, again and again. So one day, his mother told his father, I feel that we should tie our son with ropes and keep him. And the father is saying, oh, the opulence which we have is like that of great Indra. That is not able to tie this person. What your mere ropes can tie, forget it. This person has received the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, so no one can save him now. Very important to receive Lord Chaitanya's mercy. Without that, very difficult, to attain the higher destination. And therefore, now understanding, I tried all these different things, but nothing is working. Now he offers a prayer to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and he says, "Tumara kripa vina keha Chaitanya na paya, tumi kripa kaile tare adhameha paya." O Lord, We know the history. Even those who are not qualified, by your mercy they attained Lord Chaitanya. Who are those people? Jagai and Madhai. Jagai Prabhu and Madhai Prabhu. Yes, they attained Lord already. Can you imagine? By mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, these two people were very, very sinful at that time. They were able to attain Lord Chaitanya. And that's what very beautifully Raghunath Das Goswami is saying, that without your mercy, one cannot attain Lord Chaitanya. But if you are merciful, even the lowest men can attain the lotus feet of the Lord. And again, he's putting his own situation and he says, Ayogya moi nivedana karite kari bhaya. He's saying that I'm not qualified. And I'm feeling very fearful to ask for these things also. Sometimes it feels, no, when you go in front of the Lord and then you're saying, oh Lord, please grant me Krishna Prem. And I think, Krishna Prem, me? Me? Okay. Sometimes you might feel fearful also. And that's what Raghunath Das Goswami is saying, that Ayogya Bhumi, Nivedana, Karite Kari Bhaya. But still I'm putting it forward, O Nityananda Prabhu. What I want, Mora Chaitanya Deha Gosai Haya Sadaya. Please grant me shelter at the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. Therefore, every single devotee should understand this. I am not qualified, but I should make sure I become qualified. Ye bolna asan, I am fallen. Lord will also keep thinking, from so many lifetimes you are fallen. Make yourself qualified. See, when it comes to small kids, when they crawl, and they just get up, and they try standing and they fall. Parents are happy. Oh, look, he's standing. He's trying to stand. And then he stands and then he walks a little bit and he falls. Parents are happy to see that. But just imagine, even after 10, 15, 20 years, if the child is getting up and falling like that, parents will think, kuch to problem hai isme, doctor ke paas le chalo isko. So from so many lifetimes, we have been fallen and we continue to remain fallen. Lord will also think, ek problem kya hai bhai tere saath? What's the problem? Therefore, saying that I am fallen is okay. Understanding that I am fallen is okay. But at the same time, I should understand that I have to make myself qualified. Make myself qualified to attain the Lord. And then, it is possible that we'll attain the lotus feet of the Lord. Mora mathe padadhari karaha prasada nirvigne chaitanya paya kara ashirvad. O Lord, you please place your lotus feet on my head. See, मांगना है तो ऐसी चीज मांगनी चाहिए. Oh Lord, please place your lotus feet on my head and please bless me that without any difficulty, I'll be able to attain the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. Sometimes when devotees, they go to the Lord and they ask for any benediction, if those are all material benediction, Lord will also think, kya maang raha hai? What are you asking? Such nonsensical ask. But if someone asks the Lord that, oh Lord, I want to attain your lotus feet, Lord will also be happy. Acha maang raha hai, good. Yes. Therefore, we should know what to ask. Obviously, we can ask anything to the Lord, no problem. After all, He is our Father. We cannot go to the neighbor and ask. We have to ask our Father only. There's no problem in asking anything to our Father. But once you understand that our Father is Lakshmipati, why ask for small things of this world? Why can't we ask the lotus feet of Lakshmipati? Therefore, many times it is described, don't ask anything from the Lord. If you really want to ask Lord from the Lord. That is something which is very, very intelligent. Very intelligent prayer. I want you, O Lord. I don't want anything. And that's the mode of pure devotees. So now, after hearing all this, Nityananda Prabhu was so pleased. And Nityananda Prabhu said, Shuni hasi kahe Prabhu, sabha bhakta gane. So after hearing all these prayers, all devotees were standing around. So Nityananda Prabhu smiled. And then he addressed all the devotees. He didn't speak to Raghunath. He spoke to all the devotees. Ihara Vishaya Sukha Indra Sukha Sama. Nityananda Prabhu looked at all the devotees and he said, This Raghunath, he has the opulence of Indra. That's how opulent he is. You can imagine at that time, his father used to get some if I'm not wrong, 12,000 gold coins as his monthly salary. I'm talking about 540 years back. Yes, you can imagine how opulent was Raghunath Das Goswami. So all the devotees might ask, oh, is it? Then how come he's so detached and so renounced? And Nityananda Prabhu was saying, Chaitanya kripate seha nai bhaya mane sabe ashirvada kara pauka chaitanya charane. So Nityananda Prabhu was saying that because he has been bestowed mercy by Lord Chaitanya, so this person, even after having the highest material happiness, he is not affected by all that. So, if we don't want to get affected by the various material attractions of this world, it's only possible when you receive the mercy of Hari, Guru, Vaishnavas. Here we see that Raghunath Das Goswami is praying to Nityananda Prabhu that please bless me. And Nityananda Prabhu is telling all the Vaishnavas there, all of you should understand that he has received the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Therefore, he is not affected by the material opulence that he has. And therefore, I request all of you, you all please bless Raghunath Das so that he attains the lotus feet of the Lord. Therefore, in our life, this trio is very, very important. Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas. Never we can say that only by Hari's mercy it's happening. Only by Guru's mercy it is happening. No. It's by Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas. All these three, the trio, they have taken a project, a very difficult project, and that is we. And what is the goal of the project? They have to make a working model. And what is that working model? Make this person work and take him back home, back to Godhead. That's the project that they have taken. And therefore Nityananda Prabhu is saying, please bless all of them. Please bless Raghunath Das Goswami. Therefore, in our life also, seeking blessings of Vaishnava is very important when we are doing any activity. Any activity we are doing, we should take blessings. Sometimes college students come to us and they say, Prabhuji, please bless, I'm going for exam. And I ask, padhai kiya ki nahi? Yes, bro, I studied. Okay, then chalo. I'll pray for you. And then there's a very, very beautiful shloka that Nityananda Prabhu is saying. It's a very important shloka for all the sadhakas. Krishna pada padma gandha jai jana paya brahma loka adi sukha tare nahi bhaya. That person who has attained or who has experienced the fragrance of the lotus feet of the Lord, that person, he will not value even the greatest happiness as that of Brahma or any other happiness of this material world. Problem is that experience. That somehow we are not able to experience the presence of the Lord. Anyone who experiences the fragrance of the lotus feet of the Lord, that person, he'll not be interested in any of the material happiness of this material world. Why people are running around behind so many different material activities, material opulence? Because people have not experienced. Prabhupada writes in the purport to 2nd chapter, Bhagavad Gita, Shloka 59. Very nice line he writes. Let me see if I can recollect. Anyone who has tasted the beauty of Krishna will not have any taste for dead material things of this material world. So, tasting the beauty of Krishna is very important. It need not be any one specific thing, anything in Krishna consciousness. If you have experienced something in Krishna consciousness and that has given you faith, that has helped you to intensify your bhakti, that is enough to get rid of the desires or get rid of the hankering for various material opulence of this material world. That's enough. Those are people who are unfortunate, who have no experience of Krishna in any ways and who are still struggling in this material world, struggling to get rid of the taste or hankering for the material opulence. Just imagine in this material world how people are running mad behind various material opulence. Mad, literally mad. And there are great devotees who are mad behind Krishna and running behind Krishna. Therefore, there is a transition that needs to take place. Transition from running behind material opulence to running behind Krishna. And those who run behind Krishna, oh, they are very, very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. Because the ones who are running behind Krishna, Krishna will also turn and start running towards them. But if someone is running towards the material opulence, Krishna from far, he'll bless them. Theek hai, chalo, you want material opulence? Chalo, take it. No problem, take it. And here we see that how Nityananda Prabhu is giving his verdict that even Sukha Brahmaloka, that will be tuchha for a person who has tasted the fragrance of the lotus feet of the Lord. Therefore, each and every devotee, sadhaka, should be very keen to advance in bhakti. Which solution is to advance in bhakti? Many times when people come to us for counseling, they say, I'm struggling with this problem, I'm struggling with that problem. I'm not able to give up attraction towards this material thing, and so on and so forth. So, one of the important thing to note is that only when we advance in bhakti, that is the only important, or that's the only ultimate solution. There's no other solution that can be given. No other solution. Yes. So if you advance in bhakti, naturally you'll be able to attain this stage of devotional service, which Nityananda Prabhu is describing. Therefore, if someone asks you that what do you want now currently in the stage of sadhaka, the answer is only one, that I want to advance in bhakti. I want to advance in bhakti and reach the higher stages of Krishna consciousness. So finally, after having said all these different things, look at what Nityananda Prabhu did. Tabe Raghunath he Prabhu nikata bolaila. Raghunath, come. Raghunath was standing far. Just imagine if you are there in the position of Raghunath, who has fed prasad to everyone, lakhs of people. Will you stand like that behind? He said, no, I have become associate of Lord Nityananda. I'll sit here. He is standing very far. And look, and at that time, Nityananda Prabhu called, please come. And then, Tara mathe padadhari kahite lagila. And immediately, Lord Nityananda Prabhu placed his lotus feet on the head of Raghunath. And it was a Haribol moment. All devotees were so happy, so happy, so happy. And at that time, he began to speak again, Nityananda Prabhu. Tume jay karaila ei pulina bhojana, tumai kripa kari gaura kaila agamana. You arrange this entire feast of Chida Dahi. You know what? Lord Chaitanya personally came to deliver you. Just for you he came here. Kripa kari kaila chida dugdha bhojana nritya dekhi ratre kaila prasada bhakshana. By his causeless mercy he accepted your chipped rice. And after seeing the dance of the devotees at night, he took his meals in the evening. Tuma uddharite gaura aila apane chutila tumhara jata vignadhi bandhane. Since Lord Chaitanya personally came to deliver you, now be rest assured, all the obstacles on the path to attain Lord Chaitanya is removed completely. Just imagine what would the feeling of Raghunath Das Goswami when Nityananda Prabhu is speaking all this to him. And then he tells the future also. Swarupera sthane toma karibe samarpane antaranga bhritya bali rakhibe charane. In future, when you'll attain Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet, Lord Chaitanya would personally keep you under his own secretary, Swarup Damodar, and you will be one of his personal associate. And finally he says, Nischintahaya jaha apana bhavana achire nirvigne pabe Chaitanya charana. Hey Raghunath, now go home. Tension mat lo. Nirvigna, without any obstacle, very soon you're going to attain the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. Now with this Ashvasan, this great personality Raghunath, he went to his home. And eventually he attained the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. So this entire pastime, one thing that all of us should focus on is that how one should offer prayers. And by offering these prayers, how one can connect to the Supreme Lord. Each and every day, our heartfelt prayers are going to keep us connected to the Lord. And when we are connected to the Lord, we'll stay nourished in Krishna consciousness. If a devotee is not nourished in Krishna consciousness, please remember, his sadhana is not proper, and one of the important sadhana is offering prayers to the Lord. It means he's not offering prayers to the Lord. If the devotee is feeling that hollowness in the heart, and he feels not very happy in Krishna consciousness, the process which is so sukham, which is full of happiness, then one should understand for one's own self that something is wrong, and what is that wrong thing? I'm not connected to Krishna. And one of the easiest way to connect to Krishna is offering prayers. And in offering prayers, two things are very important. One is to realize our fallen situation. Realize, I'm saying. If not realize, at least understand. And second is understanding the greatness of the goal. How high the goal is and how small I am. If these two things we can understand, then automatic. And obviously, the third thing is desire to attain that goal. Sometimes it might happen, I am fallen, goal is very high, arey chodo, nahi milega. That will not work. I am fallen, goal is very high, but I have desire to attain that. Then we'll be able to offer prayers. And always remember, Vaishnavas, the devotees are the ones who will take us closer to Krishna. Therefore, being under the right guidance, being in the right association is very, very important to advance in bhakti, or else very, very difficult. So let's take inspiration from Raghunath Das Goswami and try to proceed towards the ultimate goal, that is Krishna Prema. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.